So this is a good segue into the next conversation. The Kotaku people also wrote this article. Everyone's having sex or thinking about it, and that makes them way more interesting. This is why the Fallout TV show is way sexier than the games.
That first episode blew my mind. I had fun.
Yikes.
But it's funny. You know,
Okay.
and you know why they're praising this show? Do you know why? If you watched it, it's because, you know, she's pretty fucking loose. Oh,
Yeah.
Lucy.
Lucy
Lucy.
Lucy.
Like, she just meets that one dude. She's like, you want to have sex?
It was like just drinking water. You want to drink some water?
Yeah. It sounds like she was fucking everybody in that vault.
I
She
think
was even fucking her cousin.
Her own cousin.
Well, you got to keep the species going, Flash. Come on.
Gotta keep the bloodline strong, Flash.
Yeah, man.
Just sleep with your cousin. You'd be turned into some fucking like Hills Have Eyes looking babies.
It's the end of the
that's
world,
what she said.
man.
She said we can't do this no more because it's against the DNA. We can't do it. It'll mess the DNA up.
I want to ride my bicycle.
But see, she's the right kind of hot for them. So this is approved. But if it was like a dude slaying ass, they wouldn't like it. You wouldn't see this article. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the same reason why they hate original Kratos, right? Because he had the sex mini games.
Yeah, they still
that's
bitch
not
about
empowering.
That. Yep. It's funny considering the guy who made that game and how fucking woke his ass is. What was his name?
David Jaffe.
David Jaffe.
The
Yeah,
dude that
he's
made
fucking
God of War.
Crazy woke.
Yeah, he made the first one.
Wait,
also made
is she
Twisted
having
Metal.
lesbian sex?
No, they're also mad that she's not exploring women.
Yeah, I'm a little
course.
surprised. I got to be
Yeah,
honest.
she
because
loves cock. It's
she do.
she lets
Yeah,
you know.
usually they wouldn't write articles about that unless she was just,
Because she's a whore.
She was going in on that first
That's
episode.
why they're celebrating it.
Yeah, she sleeps
It's
with
empowering, Nina.
God, I mean,
her husband in the beginning that she just meets.
wait, she's married too? Oh,
No,
It's a
don't
whole
want-
she
thing.
killed her husband.
But no.
we don't want to
spoilers,
spoil
I
it
guess.
though.
Okay,
the
okay.
husband gets killed.
Oh, okay,
Last
okay.
spoiler. Last.
Well, I figured she's in a vault by herself. If she's banging people,
She's not, but she's in it's a whole vault. So,
And then like later on in the
living in it.
series, she asks Maximus to have sex, and he's like,
she wants.
"Oh,
to, she wants to
I
fuck.
can't do that." And she asks it like nonchalantly, just like, "Oh, do you want to just do it randomly in this like well lit hallway that we're waiting in because we're like
Yeah,
specimens?"
people
And
would
you're
be watching for sure. She's okay with it. She's down.
Okay,
Well,
so
some girls are into that. They're exhibitionists.
I know.
They like people watching them, which
I
obviously
just, the entire point though is like why it's being praised is because she's a loosey goosey. She's a whore. It's empowering.
She's DDS.
But they don't see it as a whore. She's just a strong, independent, feminist woman.
So sex aside, though, do you like the show, Flash?
Yeah, I like the show a lot.
It's dope.
It's
a
too
dope
bad
show.
that Arch left. I guess he hates it. So that would have been an interesting conversation we could have had.
As a
It
Fallout-
took too long to get here.
I'm a Fallout fan.
That's what she said.
Fallout 3 is probably my favorite video game of all time.
I like
outside,
Fallout, man.
outside of Street Fighter, and it hits every Easter egg in the
Now,
game.
hold on, Jay. Now, this is the problem because the true elitist fan that knows everything says that 1 and 2 are like a high level, and those are the proper canon. I don't know. I tried to play the first Fallout, and I fucking hated the point-and-click gameplay. I quit after 2 minutes.
Yeah, see, I never played 1 and 2. Now I played Fallout 3 in New Vegas. Those was
Yeah,
Apparently,
3
this show
and
does a
New
bit of
Vegas
damage
are
to New
amazing.
Vegas.
I love those two.
Apparently, this show does some damage to New Vegas or something. I haven't seen.
I don't know because this place doesn't it take place like 100 years after New Vegas?
I got Fallout 3 right here.
No. So the basic. So I think Todd Howard confirmed that New Vegas is still canon. Basically, this story takes place, from what I understand, a few years after New Vegas. Like long enough that Shady Sands could be like nuked and blown apart. Because basically the NCR, the New Californian Republic, they colonized pretty much all around New Vegas and brought back society. Still bugs and raiders and shit, but you know what I mean? They brought back society. And then I don't want to spoil it, but there's a reason why Shady Sands gets blown up, and it's part of that Amazon Prime story. So I don't want to say why, but yes, it doesn't decanonize New Vegas. It still exists. He did confirm that, Todd Howard. So, and especially once you finish the show, you'll see that they're going towards. Yeah, I don't want to spoil it, but yeah,
I want to watch it. I like Fallout.
you should watch it. It's like episode like 1, 2, and I think 4 were like great. My girlfriend and I thought that 5, 6, and 7 were pretty like mid, and then 8 kind of saves it. 8's like obviously that's the final episode. It's pretty good. The sets are amazing. The way it looks like, if you want to talk about like a video game show that looks like the games, like this show nails it. If anything else, like they really
That's
put money
good.
into the sets.
I've been trying to understand, because I'm not a Fallout lore expert, but I've been trying to understand what the fans of the overall thing are mad about with this show. And one of the things, I guess, that's very controversial about this, so there's going to be some spoilers. The show's been out for 2 weeks, so one of the things that people are mad about, I guess, is in the original lore, China drops the bomb, but in this, obviously, it's Vault-Tec. And in Fallout 3, there's Vault-Tec nukes, so they had nukes. I mean, that's in Megaton. I think the nuke that's in the crater is a Vault-Tec nuke, isn't it?
Pretty sure, yeah. It's
So
really dumb when you like kind of see how they tried to like, again. This is again a sort of a retcon, kind of like the Warhammer thing.
But is it a
You're right.
retcon though? Because in a lore video I watched that was 3 years old, so it predates this show, they said there were hints in Fallout 3 New Vegas that Vault-Tec might have dropped the bomb.
But
Yeah,
and you get hints like that in the story. Look, I'm gonna say this real quick. They give you hints that Vault-Tec was an evil company, so I could take.
Yeah,
that.
they were running experiments.
They're
on
definitely
everybody.
evil. They're definitely evil.
Yeah, so I could
Definitely.
take that they the big bad baddie. I could take that. It's no big change.
Now the thing that people always point to, and one of them was in a video, was that the original creator said that China dropped the bomb, but he doesn't own it anymore. Bethesda made a retcon.
And that's kind of the problem, right? Is that's the thing, is that these IPs get bought by other companies and then change. It's like Star Wars with Disney.
How
So, yeah,
can I
to me,
get mad though? Because Bethesda made the best too. Fallout 3 in New Vegas. Well, Fallout New Vegas was made by Obsidian, but I'm pretty sure the Obsidian one still has a Fallout nuke in it somewhere. I might be wrong about that, or a Vault-Tec nuke in that. So
Yeah, I personally didn't like the fact that they explained why the nuclear war happened, because it's sort of like The Walking Dead, right? Like you don't need to know why what made the zombie virus. That's not really important. You know what I mean? You kind of just be like, we're in this nuclear apocalypse. All this shit's happening. These people that are living day to day in the apocalypse, they don't really care or have time to think about like, well, why did this all happen? They're just thinking about like, I need to survive to the next day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you watch The Walking Dead and they just told you like aliens were the reason why The Walking Dead happened, you'd be like, that's fucking stupid. It's better off just saying like, you don't know. Right?
now
Like,
aliens might have had something to do with this. There's a cool theory that aliens were working with Vault-Tec or the Enclave. I can go back and watch that video. I watched a bunch of lore videos over the week trying to understand what people were so mad about.
There is a DLC where you technically get abducted by aliens, if I don't remember
that's in
correctly.
Fallout 3.
That's in Fallout 3.
That's in Fallout 3. I remember that.
Yeah. But like even then, I personally like in my own head canon, we don't really need to know who dropped the nukes. Even though, yes, in the show they do kind of just confirm and say it was Vault-Tec, which is a stupid idea if you think about it, because they're like, instead, like, it's really dumb because they also have Mr. House in the show, who people know he's the guy that kind of controls New Vegas in the games, and it's stupid that Vault-Tec's first idea was like, instead of just like, I don't know, making a biovirus and killing our enemies that way, our first idea is to build vaults and then just nuke the planet to wipe the world of everyone that has an opposing ideology. And you're like, that's such a moronic thing to do. You know what I mean? Like what a catastrophically moronic concept. Like we're gonna basically destroy all the natural resources to kill people that think different than us. Like, what do you? It's so dumb. I don't know. I really didn't like that about the show. That's one of the things anyway. Personally,
Oh, you didn't like the show?
no, I did, but I
Okay.
didn't like the fact that
Didn't like that part.
I don't like the part that they said that Voltec blew up everything to like defeat our enemies. I'm like, that's such a stupid ass way of doing it.
Well, they
Like, what are
wanted
you
to
talking
rule
about?
the world.
It's not much of a world left to rule if everything's nuclear and fucking bears are called Yao Guais now, and there's giant cockroaches and death claws and shit. Not really a world you want to be in, but whatever.
I used to hate them bears in the game. They rip you to shreds so fast, man.
Just
Yeah.
the death claws for me.
Yeah, them
Death
death
claws
claws
are
too.
awful.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Bethesda's stupid. They're gonna take forever to make another Fallout. They're apparently their next game is Elder Scrolls 6, which is God knows when that's gonna be made. And then they'll make the next Fallout. Stupid.
Yeah, they should just let Obsidian make another one.
I
They
agree.
can't because they're salty.
Yeah.
Obsidian's
they know they'd
making
show them up again.
yeah, Obsidian's making Outer Worlds 2, I believe. And then they're
Did
also
you like
making,
Outer Worlds?
Yeah, it was okay. Like
Yeah, that's how I feel about it too.
yeah, it wasn't amazing or anything. It was fine. Like lore wise, was kind of lame to be honest with you.
I
don't
did
remember
like
much
that
of
you
it.
got to make moral decisions, though, which you don't get to do in Fallout 4, really. That's my biggest problem with Fallout 4 is it takes the moral decision gameplay out and gives you Minecraft. Not a trade
Yeah.
for me. I don't fucking
Personally,
like Minecraft.
I liked Fallout 4's main story. Like the
Yeah, but I
twist
wanna
in it. I don't want
shape
to
it.
spoil it, obviously. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, and it's the only Fallout game where you have a voice protagonist too, which is
I've
you know.
never played Fallout 4.
Yeah,
Ever.
everybody said that game sucked, so I didn't play it.
Yeah. That's
it
why I said
wasn't wasn't terrible, but it was like the one of the problems with it is that because your character's voiced, you never truly sounded evil. Like even when you pick the evil choices, like the way the voice actors sounded, they were never like you couldn't really role play like an actual like despicable vault hunter. You know what I mean? That's kind of what it sounded like with the voice. Then there was some other weird retcon that I can't remember. Someone said that like one of the original characters in like Fallout 1 or 2 or something ends up being like the main character of Fallout 4. And they just like pointed this out in like a tweet or something. I'd have to find it, but just like weird shit like that. I don't know. I obviously they're never gonna have a voice protagonist ever again because it was apparently like insane to do. It was like over 1,000 lines of 1,000 lines of dialogue per character or something like that for male and female.
Wow.
So, but I liked Fallout 4's main story. I think it's worth playing just for that. But yeah, the whole base building shit and like another settlement needs your help and whatever. Yeah, that shit's annoying. 100%.
Yeah, I hate that shit. Like Fallout 3, what grabbed me for that game when I played it is when I got to choose what to do with Megaton, and I fucking nuked that bitch.
Man,
And
you
then
evil, bro.
But then I took over that motherfucker's tower.
Yeah.
After I did that,
The
I
evil
fucking
guy.
murdered everybody in there, made that bitch mine.
Andy, you blew up Megaton too?
I got
did, yeah.
the first two. I let
Yeah.
the ghouls move in.
Y'all evil, man. Y'all evil, bro.
Fallout 3 was the first game I ever played where
I
I
think
don't know,
I-
man. It brought something evil out of me. That
It
was
did
just
to me
despicable.
too. Remember that mission with the space people? I blew up their ship too.
Bro, that's
I
messed
killed,
up. You
I killed
evil, bro.
everybody. I killed everybody, like everybody.